I just wanted to take a few minutes this morning to shoot some video on why you don't always see gear in my project videos, why you don't always see a video on them. So I've received a couple of questions like, hey, where's the turntable in this project preview video? So I wanted to kind of explain what happens with this stuff. And I also want to explain that there are things that are going to cross my bench that you're never going to see, right? So number one, project preview, I show some equipment in the video that I'm going to be going through. Why don't you always see a video on it? Well, sometimes the equipment is so damaged it's not worth fixing, and the owner doesn't want to fix it, they just want it back, right? I'm not going to do any work on that. Or recently I had a Pioneer 88FS front loading turntable. It had been in a flood. Everything was rusted on the inside. I'm not going to be able to fix that. So naturally you won't see things that I'm not either able to fix or the owner isn't willing to fix. Also, if things cross my bench and they're working absolutely fine, there's no sense in shooting a video on something like that. So for example, I get a turntable, I plug it in, I turn it on, it works just fine. There are no adjustments, there are no pots to clean, right? It's a manual table or a quartz lock table. There's nothing to do to it. I'm not going to shoot a video on that. Right, so things that you don't see, probably for every 5 videos, there's a video on a piece of equipment you don't even know comes into my shop and leaves my shop. This Pioneer SX950 is a prime example of this. This receiver is in mint condition, came from an owner that we know, right? So what I do is I bring this in, right, turn it on, make sure, test it on the dim bulb. I change the wattage on the bulb, so anything over 50 watts is a 200 watt bulb, anything under 50 watts is a 100 watt bulb, right? So I turn it on, I just do a basic test. So does it make sound? I work every single control, I validate every single light is working, I make sure there's no scratchiness, no pops, no anything out of the ordinary. And then as I've reconfigured my workspace here, right, then I will do any alignment procedures on the power amp. Now I don't do FM alignments just because I'm waiting for a piece of gear to pop up so I can do those. I'm just waiting on a signal generator, and I've got my eye on one particular one. I'm just waiting to pop up on eBay. Right, so and there are several SX950, 1050, 850 videos out there if you want to know how to do a bias adjustment or DC offset adjustment or center bias adjustment, whatever the adjustments are available for that receiver, you can find it out there. So all I do is I connect some probes to this. I did it yesterday, make sure that I didn't even have to turn it. I didn't even have to adjust anything. This thing was just dead on, right? So I don't shoot a video on something like this because, right, there's really nothing to do. So just wanted to answer that question, like where's the video on this? Well, it's because it probably didn't work out. It was either there was nothing to show, or it was so far gone that there's no point in shooting the video. Now, if the gear is surrendered to me, I may keep it as a long-term project, but I'm so busy I don't have time to get to those long-term projects. They're for down the road when I don't have folks beating down my door to give me stuff to work on. So anyway, just wanted to shoot a quick video on this, and it's an SX950. It's a good-looking receiver, so a little bit of eye candy. Turn the lights on, hit some knobs, and all that stuff. So. All right, so if you like what you see, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.